Hello, everybody. This is Barbie. I'm the director and writer of Ultimate Justice, and I am here with the two other lead directors. If you guys want to introduce yourselves and what you do, say a little about yourselves.
Cal, do you want to go first, or I can go first?
I will go first.
Yeah.
I am Cal. I am the lead sprite artist and director of sprite creation. So, the new sprite that you will see in this was made by me. I do all the sprite stuff. That's my job.
Okay, can I go now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Water, or Maddinosaur, and I'm the lead artist for Ultimate Justice. All the CGs and stuff that you see in this chapter are done by me, and yeah, that's about it.
Excellent, excellent. All right. And this is the Unity port of the game. This was not made by any of us, but made by the super talented user FC Makes, who volunteered to port it over from objection.lol to this, and it is super cool. So that is what we're going to be playing. We'll be offering commentary on how it was made, and all that fun stuff.
I've been putting off actually playing this because I wanted to experience it here because it just looks so cool.
It does. I have played through it many times for bug testing and stuff, so I'm quite excited.
I have no device to play it on, so I've barely even seen what it looks like, so I'm extra excited.
Well, I mean, just look at this opening menu, opening so crisp.
All right, so without further ado,
Oh no.
it's been a murder. I believe this was one of the last CGs that we finished, right?
I think, yeah, this was the last one that I finished. It was... I spent too long trying to get his face right, and it still doesn't look very right to me, but, you know, I tried.
Oh, that's loud.
Not Poe.
L.
Not good.
It's not a Danganronpa-esque game without a body discovery.
Oh, also, I also should mention, I also designed the two characters in this chapter as well.
Actually, it's not a chapter, it's a case.
Okay, sorry, okay. The scientifically accurate term. Jesus Christ.
You're not a true fan. Me too.
Just like me.
There she is, best girl.
Shout out to Barbie for doing the blinking and talking.
I was about to say that.
Right. They the little animations, they look so crisp.
Yes, I did do that. It's not great because there is stuff I could do better. And I'll point it out more later when we get to the trial. But I do think it looks good enough.
It's very good. You're too mean to yourself.
Agreed.
Kamaru Naegi.
Icon.
I love her. I've loved her for a long time.
Me too. She was definitely always my pick for this case because the first case is always the tutorial case and stuff, and so what was I saying? Yeah, she was always my pick for the assistant for the first case because the the first case is always a tutorial, and I thought she would be good because you had to find a way to introduce, like, these mechanics. A reason for Phoenix to, like, explain what a cross-examination is again, without, like, making it super convoluted. And I thought...
Without him losing memory.
Yeah. So, so I thought the best way to do that would be have someone as his assistant who has just no idea anything about the court.
Yeah, I really like that choice that you made with that, because it just feels it feels very I don't know how to describe it, but it feels like it fits very well. Like to just have that be the way you explain everything to like someone who like might be like a Danganronpa fan who's never actually played like an Ace Attorney game and like doesn't really know most of the mechanics, you know? So very good.
Yeah. Thank you. Plus, I just love Kamaru, and she doesn't get enough love.
You said it. You said it.
It's an absolute peach.
Sorry, Phoenix.
So much for being her first pick. Oh my god.
Constantly getting the short end of the stick.
Poor girl.
You are scarily good at writing like just like the very like dry Ace Attorney humor that like I love so much about the games. You're very good at writing that. At least to me, you know.
No, I agree completely.
Oh, stop. It's because my sense of humor is also terrible, so...
Oh yeah, trust me, I know.
So it meshes fine, and I'm going to choose to ignore that comment.
Outspeak Academy.
Favorite place? Phoenix, you're just jealous that you were never acknowledged.
Oh, Phoenix.
Am I allowed to point out mistakes?
We're not gonna talk about the mistake that I know you're thinking of.
Okay, so Ultimate Justice takes place between Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. So what would that mean, the date? Like the year for
2027.
Yeah, and so Phoenix is reading the Hope Speak thing from like 2010. Like, okay, buddy.
Well, excuse me.
Just a small oversight. Small little oversight.
Censoring this in the final cut. No, I'm kidding.
Just mute me, okay?
Yeah, brief intermission.
Just static, like, we'll be right back.
Oops, we accidentally skipped over half the beginning. Sorry.
Yes, we know how this works. But also I had to explain this because in the same vein of, like, Danganronpa fans know nothing about Ace Attorney, I'm under the assumption that any Danganronpa fans or Ace Attorney fans playing this didn't have no idea what a Danganronpa is, so...
Yeah, there seems to be a pretty substantial mix, at least on our server, of Danganronpa only, Ace Attorney only, and then both. So,
yeah.
Accessible to all.
Yeah, and I mean we're all of us here. We're both Danganronpa fans and Ace Attorney fans. Like, but it's like we had to like keep in mind, you know, just like what it would be like for someone like experiencing this as like a Danganronpa fan who's not big in Ace Attorney, or like vice versa, you know. And I think Barbie especially, you did like a good job with like explaining things and like, oh my god, it's Shinko Inashima.
I'm sure she will get up to no shenanigans or hijinks throughout the course of this game.
Oh, definitely. She never engages in shenaniganery or hijinkery ever.
Exactly.
I said what I said.
As long as you were the very best, like no one ever was.
Burner.
God, guys, you're both nerds.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so are you.
Look at who you're talking to. Know your audience.
Yeah, real.
It's okay.
No pressure.
It's okay, Phoenix. You saved the country in the last game, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Average Phoenix Wright moment.
Alright, so these are our menus.
That's so crisp. Oh, look at that!
Wow, I wonder what we should do with that.
You know, we gotta do it.
Genuinely weird. Good luck with that, girl.
Fantastic. Then we can look around the room a little bit.
Shout out to those guards, always there.
Yes. Party har.
Tea set. Miles Edgeworth, probably.
It'd be like that.
Coffee maker. Ooh, coffee and tea.
Is it a coffee maker? Like, I really hope it is, because I was going off that assumption, but I actually am not 100% certain.
My first thought was a coffee maker. I don't know, maybe probably not like an air filter. I'd assume it's a coffee maker.
No.
I don't know, what do you think?
That's definitely a coffee maker.
Oh, thank God, because I would look really stupid if it wasn't.
Well, I think then all three of us would be, so at least you wouldn't be alone.
I wonder
I
what...
wonder who that could be referencing.
Party har har.
I miss that guy.
Right, that's everything.
Talk to the queen.
So, Kamaru, you're a loser, right?
No. Poor darling.
Honestly, she's kind of winning for not being in Hope's Peak.
Truth.
Honestly, the amount of stuff that happens there, like, she should be grateful.
And yet she was dragged into it anyway, so mayhaps not.
It'd be like that.
She thought she was a robber, but she doesn't need to know that. I love that line.
Just the idea of Phoenix being like, everybody get down!
Stop.
Send Apollo! Sacrifice!
Sacrifice, no, not Apollo. That poor guy. Always getting crapped on.
It's
That
his
is-
legacy.
It's the Ace Attorney way.
Whoa. Crazy.
I know that guy.
Kodo, my man. I think, like, with all the Danganronpa protagonists, there isn't one that, like, I very dislike, like, at all, but I'm very, very fond of Makoto.
Makoto's great, honestly. He's a nice guy.
He's just a nice guy. Good for him.
He's got a little sass to him, too, and I appreciate that.
You find it out when you were, like, replaying the games, like, you realize, oh, a little more sass
Yeah.
than previously remembered.
Phoenix, since when has that ever stopped you from taking someone into court?
The random girl sidekick, yeah.
Teach me everything about law in the next 5 minutes.
Do it, I dare ya.
Do it. He's done more difficult things than that.
Truth. I'm a sheep, Phoenix. I'm a sheep.
The strength to make a choice. And my choice is to defend him.
I think we were robbed of Naegi's sibling dynamic in Ultra Despair Girls. And I'm
Absolutely.
No, because I only played Ultra Despair Girls like once, and then like I went through and looked at clips on YouTube, like just here and there for parts I wanted to rewatch, and like I remember looking forward to their reunion so much, and then just being like just a little bit disappointed about their like reunion, you know.
Lakota was just like, "Oh, you're alive, nice."
Like, thanks, brother.
I wanted like a big like sibling reunion. I was getting so hyped up for it, and then just nah.
You and your sibling dynamics.
I am very, very weak for them. I will admit that. Is it time?
It is time.
Here we go.
This case takes place 4 days before my birthday. Yep.
Oh, let's go.
Court's in session.
Ah, look at Phoenix. Updated design.
Art style.
There he is.
It is so crisp.
Get
Silly
widescreen.
God, that looks so cool.
Oh, that looks so sick.
I love it.
Winced in pain.
Yes, he's not your rival, Phoenix. We all know who your rival is.
We all know.
Loser.
I thought I'd be facing off against the inferior Pain today.
Yeah, in pain.
Ah, yes, a foreign country. That's not a reference.
Yeah. Sorry. It's like a very little detail, so I expect some people will miss it, but I appreciate it for being like just like a subtle nod to like where the timeline is going on here. You know, like because like you know Gaspin, Karine, that jazz.
Oh, here he comes. I want to see the boy.
Legend of man. There he is.
Guy Supreme.
Kodane. Oh, that's sick. I love that. Maybe revoke that title. Considering he got caught up in a murder.
Yeah, that is the worst thing he will ever be caught up in.
Oh, for sure. He's so freaking cute.
Mr. Post Office.
Oh.
One of the early concept names for him was, I think it was like Poe, and then like it was like Poe and then like Sman or something like that. But I thought Stoffus sounded better.
Stoffus is like you gotta think a little bit for it. Like some people don't. Also, fun fact: when I was designing Poe, he originally had like brownish eyes, but then I changed them to green because he looked too much like Hajime.
Oh, Rio. I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
What accepts these as evidence?
Blunt force trauma to the top of the head. The crime scene photo.
Court record, baby.
Gotta love it.
Go. Look at that.
First CG that I did?
Yep.
I think it was.
I think so.
Yeah, it took a hot minute. I have vivid memories of doing like each individual, well, not each individual brick, but like basically, and like Barbie was like, you don't need to do each individual brick, and I was like, but I wanted to look authentic. Like, just wanted it to look good.
Just like me, for real. Doing so much more than necessary.
Oh, there is a reason they're called monopads, but it is not. Instead, okay, I've been asked before, like, why are they called monopads if Monokuma doesn't exist? Shouldn't it be e-handbooks? There is a reason. It's just not in this case. So.
Yeah.
Your questions will be answered. Eventually.
Eventually, yes.
I committed theft.
Thievery.
I'll put it back as soon as this is all over. Besides, he takes stuff from my room all the time, too.
Yes, Phoenix, we know.
Old man. Elderly.
He's
Even a baby could figure it out. Thanks, Maru.
so lame. He's so
Gee,
lame.
thanks. Yeah.
You're really good at conveying the fact that Phoenix is just a little lame old man. I love so much.
Aww.
He's in his 30s now, right? Like,
I think he's like
turns
34, something like that.
yeah,
something like that. That sounds right.
getting up there.
Vaguely.
Me too.
Mood.
And he looked my way. So the day at school. What an eventful story.
Hold it.
He's just a plain old little guy.
Nothing
We love
special.
There goes that theory.
He's special to me.
Never saw the victim. Good job, Your Honor. You can read.
Congratulations.
I will stand for a lot of dissing of characters, but I will not stand for dissing of the judge. That is my homie. I love that man.
I
He's
will.
so funny.
Oh, goody.
You're so generous, Payne. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the Ace Attorney artists for like the level of detail they like put into that hair flip. Like,
Yeah, it's so visceral.
shocked Sprite too, like the way his hair. Like,
Oh yeah.
them. Oh, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, Ace Attorney, like, posing and movement is truly unmatched.
Yeah, definitely.
Fully agree.
Honestly, Danganronpa has nothing on that. I cannot lie.
Truth. Speak the truth.
The Ace Attorney art style is just so lovely. I'm such a fan.
I agree. They don't all have the same face.
Yep. I sure have gotten real good at drawing one face these past, like, 4 years I've been doing this.
Oh God.
No, I think this was the first one.
Yeah, because at least...
Yes, I drew this on my old iPad that was like really slow and really old, and this is the only CG that like survived from like my old iPad, and then like I drew the rest of my new one.
This was the only one that at least this was the only one that was finished by the time I was beta testing. Because I think the crime scene photo was still in production. It had been imported in, but I think it wasn't finalized. Maybe.
Oh, it was like my stick figure.
They're so good.
They're great, honestly.
I remember having like such a hard time drawing Byakuya's face because he's like it was just a bit different, and like it still looked wonky. But like I think I did pretty good on the shading on this one. I'm proud of it.
The
Like,
shading
yeah.
looks so good. You're so good at shading.
Oh, and then there's the dead guy. I'm surprised how many people pointed out the posters in the back. Well, I thought I was being sneaky.
No, you were
I'm
not.
not surprised.
I've heard a
I'm
ton.
not surprised.
I've seen a ton of people point out Kokichi. I've seen like very few people point out the Gaviner's logo. Though.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like Barbie, I think Barbie, you just told me like, oh yeah, just do whatever that like, you know. Now it's like, okay, why not? So yeah, we got the little wanted poster.
All right, let's play a game, guys. Can you spot the murder weapon?
I think it's the mailbag.
I also think it's the mailbag.
Oh no, absolutely. And honestly, I think it's a cardboard box. No, I think it's a piece of paper, actually.
Yeah, the piece of paper on the cardboard box.
Yeah, he got paper cut to death.
I wish I drew. I wish I put more effort in those cardboard boxes. They're a little jarring to look at. I don't know. I probably could have like shaded them better, but oh well.
Actually, the cardboard boxes have caused a problem, but it's not in the way that you think. I'll explain it when we get there.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get there. Oh yes, Phoenix constantly undervalued.
Underappreciated.
Can't get a win.
The Turnabout terror. It was a bit brisk outside.
Outside. Nickel pipe.
Did you know the mailman? The mailman? The mailman.
Oh my god.
And Shrek the musical that we did as a school play. Don't even start with that. Bringing up bad memories.
Me, Handshake, Water, both recently being in Shrek the musical. Okay, well, wasn't that recent for me? Pardon?
What like character were you?
I was Fiona.
Oh my god, slay!
God. I was the gingerbread man. I bodied that role. It was so good.
Oh, also, canon post office was a sad loser who did not have a fit. No, I'm kidding. But
oh no, little guy.
He had no
like
family.
He
does. He has a cat named Oreo.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. I think we like just thought like what's the most basic cat name we could think of, and it was just like a black and white cat named Oreo, and we were like perfect.
Yeah.
Do you think like from a young age, post office was like destined to be a mailman, but he did everything in his power to avoid it?
Yeah, 100%. He tried every possible career path, like.
Poor guy. Destined for post-offery.
A wallet photo.
Another one that took 100,000 years.
Okay, to be fair, it's 5-1 CG. I was having a time, okay?
Alright, let's find out how many people are in the photo. We're gonna play a counting game.
12, got it. Easy.
Okay. I'm okay with like replicating the Danganronpa art style, but one of my least favorite things about it is like it doesn't have eye shines, and so like I don't know, but specifically with Koto's dad, when I was drawing him, I was doing everything in my power to not make him look like soulless, but like if you like zoom in on his face and look at it for too long, he just looks so empty and like eye shines.
What I have learned over the years, at least with sprites, is to put as much contrast as possible between the base eye color and like the little ring that's on the inside of the eye, and that usually takes away the soullessness.
But like, if you just like slowly pan into his face, it's like,
Yeah.
sorry, I did Makoto's dad so dirty in this. Makoto is definitely the best looking in this like one.
He's
like, I'm
so
very proud of how he looks.
His mom's hair looks stunning. It's so well rendered.
Oh, thank you. I definitely spent too much time on that.
Well, it definitely paid off.
Oh, there are 5, if I can count properly.
I'm still sticking with 12.
The main reason for that little mini game is to, number 1, establish how to, like, check the details of things, because especially on Objection LOL, it's kind of obscure of a feature.
Oh, good old Objection LOL.
And then the other reason is also to get you to look at this specific picture, because, spoiler alert, it's important.
Yeah.
But also, I'm assuming if you're watching this, you have played the case.
Already
so.
played the case. Actually, I have never played the case. Oops. No, I have. Just not the Unity port.
Oh, okay.
I really hope it's not someone's first experience with like Ultimate Justice. Like, please, okay. If you haven't played the game already, you should totally like do that because it's like really good and cool.
Yeah, okay, I agree. We probably should have prefaced that at the beginning, but oh well.
They should know what they're getting into.
Anyway.
Actually, the motive for this case, like, of why they thought it was Makoto, not the killer's motive, was low-key one of, like, the hardest things for me to come up with. Because, like, why would they think this, like, 17-year-old boy murdered...
This little loser guy.
Yeah, murdered a mailman. I struggled hard with that. But, you know, it set up the thing I came up with, and it set up a good joke, so take the win.
The hair physics, oh, I can't get over them.
Rah.
I think from what I've seen, the blackmail note has been like a very like when it's revealed like why it doesn't make sense to like accuse Makoto of the murder because of the blackmail note. It's a very like, oh duh moment for a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a great punchline and payoff there. Good.
Because you're like trying to think about it, but like the answer is right in front of you, and it's like quite obvious, and then you're like, oh.
Either he's a really bad criminal, or.
Yeah, exactly. See, but I'm the kind of person who would have gotten like stuck on that. I would have been like, what?
Just like me, for real.
Yeah.
Gotta hear his side.
Let him cook.
Should I say, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix is not having it.
But the question is, like, did he just automatically know he was saying right with an R, like out loud?
Well,
you know,
it's like the emphasis. Like, should I say Mr. Wright? Like, you know.
Imagine like roll R or something. He was like, or should I say Mr. Wright or something?
That seems like something he would do.
That works.
Yeah.
In 7 years, you couldn't come up with anything better, Payne.
You really nail writing Phoenix. Oh my god. You're very good at like writing his internal dialogue. Like it's genuinely something I'm like, yeah,
it's fantastic.
This is what Canon Phoenix would say, and like I find it very, very impressive.
I can and absolutely. Will sob. Don't test me.
Okay, do it. Right now.
Right in the video, do it.
We can put it in the title. Clickbait. Except it won't be clickbait because you actually will cry.
Barbie cries, not emotional. Gone wrong.
Gone wrong. Oh my god.
promise I didn't kill Mr. Starfist.
So distressed. You know what bothered me when I was, well, not bothered, but I noticed when I was drawing the photo? It's like, the shading on his skin is, like, so different compared to, like, the shading on his, like, hair.
Yeah.
The contrast is, like, so, like I don't know, like, prominent in his hair and, like, on his clothes, and then his skin is, like, a lot lighter. It's just,
he has the goddamn clothes and hair texture on his hands, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, he does. Also, I believe every single sprite of Leon also has the texture on his face and hands.
Yes, it does.
And they got better about that over the games, but there's one Kaede sprite, the one where she has her hand on her chest and she has her eyes closed and she's smiling. That also has the texture on her hand. It's very frustrating because I always want to make sprite edits with that sprite. Then I have to fix her wonky hand. Sprite editor woes.
Well, actually, the V3 sprites in general, like, I don't know what it, like, there's some that are just, like little parts of, like, the characters are missing shading. Like, there's one of, like, pre-game Shuichi's sprite, like, where his hat is just completely unshaded. And I don't know why. Like, there's no shading on his hat whatsoever. And, like, if you, like, look close, like, if you look a lot closer with some of them, like, there's some parts that aren't, like, colored in properly, or, like, just, like, little things like that, you know?
Yeah, like, there are some, especially, like, back when I was doing Redemption, which was, like, my old fan game.
Oh my god!
Rentaro is one of, like, the major characters, and if you'll notice, if you go back through, I never once used his side profile sprite because I thought it was ugly.
It's her Danganronpa sprite or Danganronpa side profiles. My god. Danganronpa side profiles are truly nightmare fuel.
An absolute work of art. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but in terms of, like, sprite inconsistencies, they got really good about it in SDR2. Like, I've only ever noticed issues with Tugami's sprites. And then they just, like, stopped caring with V3. Like, you'll be hard-pressed to find a sprite set that is perfectly finished.
Well, no, because with V3, like, I think also, like, the CGs in general, because, like, a lot of them, like, there's, like, a lot, like, for example, like, Kokichi, like, he's literally missing, like, the checkered pattern on his scarf in some of the CGs, and, like, or, like, some of them just look, or, like, the proportions look very off on some of them, like, you know, like, they're, like, they look fine if you look at them quickly, but, like, for me, like, if you look at any V3 CG for longer than 10 seconds, you just, like, start to notice these little things, and then it gets progressively worse the longer you stare at it.
Yeah. They got very ambitious with V3.
Yeah, and I definitely think some of it was rushed.
Yeah.
But look at this penalty bar. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think that their attention to detail definitely peaked with SDR2.
Stan SDR2.
SDR2 Solo's best game. Will not take criticism.
It's true.
Anyway, look at this penalty bar. Very fancy.
It's so good.
No, it's awesome. Look at it.
What happens if we get too many penalties? Your brother is going to the gallows.
Stop! Your brother is going to the gallows? Oh my god. Don't worry about it. I love that Kamaru sprite too. She just looks so, like, frazzled. Like,
stressed.
I really love Kamaru sprites. She's always such a joy to do edits of. My girly. There she is.
Agreed. Yes, if you ever get stuck, you can consult me, the high school student.
Seems like a fool.
So, you know.
No saving. We're going straight through.
Let's go.
Time to focus, Phoenix. It's I love it when Phoenix Wright says it's cross-examination time and cross-examines all over the courtroom.
My god.
Also, Barbie, you made those little edits to Phoenix to make him look more Dual Destiny era Phoenix, right?
I did not actually make that
No,
sprite
you
set.
didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I see.
No, I did not make that sprite set. I promise I didn't kill Mr. Staffus. Wrong button. There we go. Are you sure?
Oh my god. You know what my least favorite thing about this game is?
What?
It's the fact that a lot of like when you get an answer wrong, like a lot of the dialogue is so goddamn funny, but so many people are never gonna be able to experience it.
Real.
I do like
Real
writing.
and true.
I do like writing the penalty dialogue.
They are so. Oh my god! So I read like the penalty dialogue for every chapter, like so far, has just been so funny, and I always get so mad about it.
It's
you know?
Justin. Get all of the penalties.
Dialogue that'll get a little chuckle out
Dev
of you.
recommendation.
Devlog, dev recommendation, get every penalty.
Well, some of like the canon penalties are like really funny too. Like, oh, what's that one where like, oh, I can't remember it. But some of the canon like penalty dialogue is like just really wild.
I think one of my favorites is in Justice for All, Turnabout Big Top, when you get to accuse the judge and you get like a double penalty.
I'm trying to remember what one it was. I think that might have been in Dual Destiny.
Dual Destiny solos, and people can stay mad about it. I'm kidding.
No,
True. It's so
Harvey,
true.
don't start getting controversial here. We're not getting controversial.
I said what I said, I won't take it back.
Real.
In all honesty, though, I don't think like there is no Ace Attorney games that I genuinely like don't like. Like I enjoyed like all of them. Like I thought they were all like there was like some parts I didn't enjoy in some of them. But you know, like overall, like I think they're all very, very solid games.
Retweet on
And, like,
that.
Yeah, I think like in Ace Attorney is consistently fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Like even like some of the like what you would consider weaker games, I don't even think like some of the weaker games are bad games necessarily, you know? Like they're still like good playable games. Like they're not games that I would be like, oh, never play this. This is like terrible or anything like that, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I was worried about this being the first testimony, because it is kind of difficult for the first testimony. But people seem to have eventually gotten it, so...
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, short.
Yeah, it's the...
Actually, I saw a handful of people actually like confuse it for like something to do with like the hat or something. Like,
Yeah.
like they got it right, but like
Yeah,
they're like,
That's a good question, Water. Where is his hat?
okay. Well, okay. So when I was making it, like Barbie, you told me like I showed you like the sketch of it, and you were like, oh, that's great. Just like and like you just reminded me like, oh, make sure like that you can like see that it's like very visible that he was like hit on the top of the head. And I was like, okay, I got that. I can do that. And I think somewhere in my mind, I was like, okay, I'll add the hat, like maybe by the bag, maybe I'll add it like by the boxes, and then I just completely forgot. Like, it just vanished. Like I don't know what happened to it. It just disappeared, and now it's not there. Nobody knows where it went. It's gone.
You know where it is? I ate it.
Okay, but like for the sake of things, we'll just say like it's behind him or something.
Sure.
It's just not visible. We'll just pretend that's what it is.
The people need to know.
Sorry. No, it was genuinely just like a I forgot moment. I forgot.
You forgot skull emoji.
What do you mean?
Actually, that line, the line about Payne saying his case is as flawless as his hair, therefore seeing a new barber. That actually only shows up if you press this statement, because that's when he says my case is as flawless as my hair. So if you don't press the statement, it actually skips to this has to be a contradiction, because he didn't say that, so it wouldn't make sense for these.
That's a very neat little detail. I didn't even know that.
Man, the amount of thought that you put into all of that is mind-boggling.
She's very mentally ill, we know.
Yeah.
Just like me.
I think
Consider my mind positively boggled.
Yeah, the Sumakoto was far shorter than him.
I can't stop looking at the dad's face. It's so soulless every time that CG comes up.
I quite literally think you are the only person bothered by it.
Yeah, you
absolutely
really
am.
are.
I absolutely am as the artist, but still, like, it makes me giggle.
Such is the curse. The amount of it's okay.
I'm gonna point out all the mistakes in Jutaro's sprites.
Oh, I can't wait for Jutaro to show up because I have some words about his design.
Yeah, so do I.
I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
He's lovely.
Oh no! Should I be afraid?
Yes.
But I will not fall. Take another look at the crime scene. Okay, this is what I was talking about. You'll see exactly how the defendant could have delivered the blow. See, the original sketch didn't have cardboard boxes. So, when this question was proposed, Water, what do you think a lot of people answered?
They probably answered that he stood on the cardboard boxes.
Whoopsie.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, I'm very foolish. Oh dear.
In your defense, I overlooked it as well.
Oh. No. Oh god. I just wanted to fill out the alleyway. It looks so empty. Like I needed to add something. No, you know what the box says.
But the good news is, I had to add the line because of this. I had to retroactively add the line, is there something in front of the body? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Shout out to all the people who might have accidentally clicked the boxes. I'm so sorry for my fault.
But that is also why this question has no penalty.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sorry, gang. A little oversight.
blame Water.
Knee prints.
Rah.
Precisely.
Someone of the defendant's height to strike the victim as described. Healing when the killing blow is dealt. He prints. He's
I was
so.
very worried. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say he's so flabbergasted, but what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I was very worried people would like think the knee prints were just giant feet.
Giant feet. Yeah.
I was very worried about that. So like I tried to make it like somewhat distinctive, but I think I definitely could have done like a bit of a better job to like show that those are like knee prints, you know?
I mean, there wouldn't be a huge difference, really.
Yeah. I tried to like make it. Yeah, I tried to make it so like you could see like the clear footprints going there, and then like the footprints going back, and then like the knee prints are like sort of like off to the side, so they aren't as easily confused as feet as like footprints, but like you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I know we're gonna get a penalty for it, but this is some of my favorite dialogue in the case, so I'm gonna have Phoenix say that there was no snow on the ground.
No snow, it's time.
It's okay. We can have some penalties as a treat.
The treat. Stop. 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 Oh, Phoenix. Just the silent disappointment. This is what I'm talking about. Like, some of the penalties are really funny, but like people aren't gonna experience them.
Simply get the questions wrong. That's my
Dev
advice.
recommendation: be more stupid.
Be stupid. Let the brain cells leave.
I love that Makoto sprite. He just looks so, like... I already said flabbergasted, but flabbergasted.
Oh, I love Makoto. He's such a silly guy.
He just like a deer in headlights for real.
I'm really starting to hate that thing.
Look at the mailbag.
Actually, I shouldn't be that surprised so many people noticed the wanted poster because, like, I don't know, this definitely appears a lot, and like people would have been looking at this a lot. So
Also, Ace Attorney and Danganronpa fans are both incredibly nosy and will notice everything.
yeah,
True.
Definitely.
These are games based on deep analysis.
That is the point.
Yeah, in noting that though, actually I think I'll bring it up later when the man himself appears.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Which is it soon? I'm not sure.
It's soon. I've played this case so many times. Mental illness at its peak. Phoenix Wright? Bluff? Not in a million years.
Never.
He has never done that before ever and would never.
Okay, maybe a little. Mr. Wright. Come on. He doesn't want her brother to be sent to the gallows. That's right, high school girl. You noticed that, not me, a professionally trained lawyer who's been doing this for a while.
Okay, in Phoenix's defense, even at this stage in his life, he cross-examined a whale, so...
Yep, he sure did.
Speaking of, Water still has not played the best DLC case.
Oh my god!
You're kidding! Oh my god.
She hasn't played either of them.
Well...
I know, I'm sorry, I'm a failure.
Like, you can...
You know what?
You can skip
No.
You can skip Turnabout Time Traveler. Turnabout Time Traveler is bad. But Reclaimed is so good.
Okay, but Turnabout Time Traveler is at least funny.
Okay, the Wrightworth stuff is funny.
And also the character designs go so hard.
I will give you that. The butler is hot.
Yeah. Retweet.
Well, Barbie, you can't talk. You haven't finished Investigations 2. So
come back.
I haven't either.
Come back to me when Investigations 2 is released in this country.
Yeah, real.
Yeah, anyways.
I mean, hey, what? Neither of you have played Great Ace Attorney, right?
I'll get there.
Crime. No. Crime. Absolute criminals, the both of you.
Listen. I'm gonna get there. I gotta finish Ultimate Justice first.
Yeah, no. Yep. I forgive you, if only for that.
Because
I really don't have an excuse.
I really want to, because I've heard they're like the best games in the franchise.
Oh, easily. I mean, they're absolutely stunning.
I love this music, by the way. Pursuit 2001. A classic. I don't think it's the best Pursuit theme, sue me Ace Attorney fans, but it's up there.
Actually, fun fact, I went to a convention once, and there was someone there who was, like, very, very sweet, and they were selling, like, pins of Clearlock clones and, like, a few other Great Ace Attorney characters, and I bought them, even though I still haven't played the Great Ace Attorney, and they're, like, they're on, like, my bag and, like, my purse and everything, but I still haven't played the game.
I mean, hey, character designs go hard, so at least there's that.
I know very little about it. I know very little about it besides the main character and the guy with the headband are dating, and Herlock Sholmes is my favorite character.
You're so right. See, Barbie gets it, y'all.
Yeah, I was just desperate for any Ace Attorney merch at all. Like when I was walking around this convention, I was actually dressed as like Trucy. Like I had like a homemade Trucy cosplay that like I made and like my friend helped me sew. Everyone shut up, it's him!
He's here!
Oh, hi, there he is.
The man. Okay, so his design.
Let's talk about it.
Back. Oh my god. Oh, all right. Just get him here. Okay, so first of all, I was having like an awful time like trying to figure out like how to make him look unique because I'm gonna be honest, I don't like designing characters in suits because I find them not as interesting to like draw as like other stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I knew already he was going to be in like a Danganronpa sprite style. But I wanted like that little thing to like make him like, you know, just to like make him like distinct and like look like a little, cause like, you know, Ace Attorney always has like those like little like details that you really notice in the character. Like I can't think of any examples, but like so I ended up doing like the little hair horns that you see. It was a bit of a struggle to make them not look like cat ears. Like I was very worried they would look too much like little cat ears or something. But I think like they ended up looking good because like what I was trying to do was like kind of make them look a little bit like devil horns. So like that's like kind of like a little hint nudge like maybe he's not like that good of a guy, but
Well,
you know,
considering we saw him in the first CG.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, of course.
Speaking of his hair, spriting his hair was super evil and mean and difficult because if you will notice, there are like 3 characters in the entirety of Danganronpa that have a hairline.
Oh.
Like, they all have some sort of bangs. So, my only reference option was Nekomaru, which is very interesting because they are polar opposite, really. And also Nekomaru has the, like, larger body proportions, so I ended up taking a sprite of Nekomaru and, like, widening his head just to see how the proportions would work. It was very interesting.
You gotta send me that because that sounds very good.
Not to interrupt, but I just want to point out this line. Countless people were wearing gloves yesterday. Even one of my subordinates did. Wink, wink.
Can you guess who that subordinate was?
I don't know. Athena's looking pretty likely.
I wonder. Apollo would be the kind of guy to wear like really like chunky like knitted mittens.
You're so right.
He's giving mittens guy.
He looks like, you know, in
Absolutely.
the wintertime he dresses like, you know, that kid in A Christmas Story? Like
or like little there's like the big poofy jackets and like they're like wrapped up in them.
I can't handle him. Ugh. Apollo. We're not gonna go there, but
Lame. He's
What a
such
little
lame-
loser. What a little loser.
isn't he like collectively all of our favorites of the 3 main lawyers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh no, he is.
yeah, he sure is. There is a strong Apollo bias in this dev team.
We make fun of him, but it's out of complete love. Like we mock
Speak for
him
yourself. I'm kidding.
Apollo may have my least favorite mainline game, but he is my Scrungly, and I love him.
Oh god, not the scrungly.
I mean, he is. He's just some guy. All 3 of the main lawyers are great, though.
I love Athena so much.
Ugh, Athena. My queen, my beloved. SOJ robbed her.
Absolutely.
I need an Athena game. I love Athena. Oh, my clean.
Felt Phoenix.
Phoenix just like me for real.
Fun fact, when I was doing this guy's, like, neutral mouth talking sprite, I had to redo it because I forgot the little, like, this little line under his mouth. And so it just disappeared, and I had to go back and add it and fix it.
Oh my god.
Okay, another thing. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you go ahead. I just had a small thing.
Another thing that you can barely see just because of the color of the wall behind Jutaro is that in one of his side-facing sprites, he has a little, like, tail at the bottom of his hair, and then I forgot it. In the other one, you can't even really see it against the, I guess, are those doors in the back?
It's doors, yeah.
Yeah, you can't even really see it against the doors, but I don't even... What even is his other side-facing sprite? I completely forgot.
It's the shocked one, right?
Yes, yeah, it's the like the mild shock one, but it is simply not there, I think. I might be lying as we speak, but I'm pretty sure I noticed that, and I was like, God damn it.
We'll find out. Yeah, it'd be like that. We will find out. It's alright, we all make mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way.
The little hair spiky at the bottom is not even in his official ref sheet. I don't know what possessed me to do that, but I did. And now it's there forever.
Yeah, because this little reference sheet that I do, it's like I had a full body, and then I had his face, and then I just had a side profile. Yeah. And then I had that other. I also deep dark secret here. On his official ref sheet.
That's a good line.
I don't think you could pull it up, but I drew like this little joke, this little joke drawing, and he was like, because like I mentioned again, I didn't want his hair to look like cat ears, and I made this like doodle, and it was like him with cat ears and like a cat tail, and then he was like, yeah, I'm going to accuse you of murder per, and like, it was a complete joke. But then it made it onto the official rep.
Oh,
and it's still there.
Don't
if you look in the folder.
Don't try and pin this on me. I asked you if you wanted me to take it off, and you said no.
Oh my god.
Okay, I was about to like deny that, but then I'm like, yeah, that probably sounds like something I do. But yeah. There. I think I'm funny. I really do, but I'm not.
I need to go look at the ref sheet you sent me now. I don't remember that.
I think I took it out in the one that I sent you, but if you look at like the document with all the ref sheets, it's there.
Can't believe you took it out. That's so evil and mean.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. Okay, so my least favorite thing about character design is color palettes. As a matter of fact, I really struggle with colors and making them look good. I literally just Googled color palettes for like his like clothing. Like I just Googled like cool looking color palettes, and like I think I pulled up like some sort of article, and like I like scrolled down a bit, and I was like, oh, purple and like really really pale blue. Yeah, that could work. But then also when I did his eyes and his hair, I think it's like when I finished, like, because I did that I did like the reference for his design. I was worried it was like too similar to Toko, like his hair color and his eye color.
Oh,
yeah, but like Toko has more like pale eyes, so I was like, okay, I don't think people are gonna be like, oh, that looks like Toko, and like nobody has, so you know.
Also, Danganronpa reuses color palettes all the time. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, Cal, is this the sprite?
Yes, it's it's not there.
Tom, no.
Just blame it on the angle. It's fine.
Yeah, you know what? You're so right. His shock sprite is probably my least favorite of the ones that I made for this.
Sorry,
say again?
I just need to ask a question. Which of like his sprites do you think was like the most difficult for you to make?
Probably the shocked one. I just could not figure out the, like, the angle kept looking a little wonky. Like, I think what I ended up with looks a little bit flat. But I think I spent the longest on the the mild shocked sprite.
Well, the good news is that one also shows up the least besides like the besides the breakdown. So
The win.
Yeah. But no, I like his default a lot. And I really like his super shocked sprite. Like,
oh, that's a good one.
That is definitely a portfolio sprite for me.
Yes.
I'm a big fan.
Yarg! I love Pain. I'm a Winston Payne defender.
Why?
He's funny.
Oh, Barbie, I have a question for you as well.
Uh-huh.
Who is the like most difficult you think to write in this case, or like just what part of the case do you think was like the most difficult?
Definitely, and I'm gonna say this for almost every case. It's always the actual like logistics of the case.
Mm-hmm.
Like how stuff went down. It is still so hard for me to do, and I still don't think I'm that good at it, but you know, we roll with it. Character writing I feel better about mostly, but logic not always my strong suit. I will say I think I'm having some of the most fun actually writing the original characters because number one, I don't have to worry about people being like, actually they're not in character because this and this. But also because I get to give them like the little quirks. Like every Ace Attorney like witness has a gimmick of sorts. And so when coming up with this guy, I had to figure out what his like gimmick would be. And he is actually a canon Danganronpa character, so he's not completely original.
I was gonna say, are we revealing the lore?
The lore. Someone pointed it out. Someone.
Did someone?
Yeah, I forget where, but people have figured it out. They've cracked the case.
Yeah, I think.
Excellent.
Sorry, I was gonna bring this. I was actually thinking it earlier because one of you mentioned like, oh, Danganronpa fans, like Danganronpa and Ace Attorney fans, like all the little details. Yeah, I was gonna bring up. Not many people knew that like Jutaro is like from like. It's like a little mini novel.
Yeah,
like,
it's okay. It's called The Makoto Naegi Secret File, and I think Kodaka wrote it. And it's just like a 25-page short story about a really bad day Makoto had and how it resulted in him eventually ending up at Hope's Peak. And actually, this entire case is loosely based off of that short story. Which you should read, by the way. It's a fun read. It's cute.
Very entertaining. Yeah, Barbie made me read it, and like it's very cute. It's very entertaining.
It's very loosely based because the only similarities it has is Jotaro Akafuku being a jewel thief and a mailman being involved. beyond that, it's its own thing. But I did draw the original like inspiration from this case from that.
Yeah, and like not many people have like picked up on that.
I just want to point out, it's hard to see against the dark background, but when he's talking in this sprite, he's like fiddling with his little pencil, and I think that's cute.
I love the little details like that. Very, very cute.
Anyway, the red-handed killer was caught red-handed, only he wasn't. God is something this can... Look at this picture. I love the judge, by the way. Like, his lines are so cute.
This picture. I had some struggles with the background. Oh my god. So I don't completely draw the backgrounds. I like just draw, like I do a sketch of the whole background and then I just color and shade what needs to be done. And then like, so if you took like these three out of this photo, it would it would be something, that's for sure.
How wonderful to see the youth of today displaying such camaraderie.
A friend. Oh, I love their little trio friendship there.
Me too.
Very sweet.
It's,
Also, shout out to the Kyoko side profile, the cursed Danganronpa side profile. I tried my hardest. Like, I shouldn't have made it a side profile, but I did, and it was like difficult because there's no good examples of like a side profile in Danganronpa. But you know,
I think some of the sprites look okay. Like the Kaito and Gundam ones look alright.
yeah. Cal, what do you think?
They're fine. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Listen, I've been staring at the Danganronpa art style for like 3.5 years.
Are undeniably black.
Dun, dun, dun.
Only mean one thing. I think one's coming up, but we should appreciate the gallery zoom out.
I think that's very cool. Oh, that's so sick. Also, shout out to Barbie for making that little Jutaro out of like was it Edgeworth?
It was an Edgeworth, yeah.
Yeah.
I still kind of think it looks terrible, but we're gonna roll with it anyway.
No, it's not like jarring or anything like that. Like I think it looks great. Like it looks good.
I may have someone who can actually do those gallery sprites for the others, though.
We'll get on it since we have a team now. So
A great team.
shout out to them because honestly, all of them are like very, very talented people. Like very, very much so. Like it genuinely blows me away.
Truth.
It's so fast.
No, really, yes. A lot of them are so quick with the stuff, you know. Oh, not a light accusation.
Gee, I wonder who did it, you guys. It's
Real killer has to be.
Winston
It was me.
Payne.
Also, I also drew the Poe mugshot and like the Jutaro one. He looks so much squishier in the one I drew than his actual sprite.
I probably should have just used his sprite, but oh well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you know, he just looks a lot. It's a little jarring. He just looks a lot squishier. Like,
I'm gonna
in
present.
how I drew him.
I'm gonna present
It was
Winston
a bad.
Payne.
Oh no, this person. Disregard. Uh-oh. That's I warned you. Time for a penalty alert. Oh, Phoenix. Boom. Poor guy.
Maybe you do want to save after all.
Nah, it's okay. It'll be fine.
Don't worry, Barbie has this whole case memorized. She won't get anything wrong.
Truth.
It's her baby.
It was the
I just
monopad.
Stop, Barbie.
Okay.
This game is her baby.
Ugh, my pain in the ass of a baby. Case 5 is looming over my head.
Case 5. Ooh, that's gonna be a doozy.
I hope it's good.
Yeah. No spoilers. I think the one I'm looking forward to the most is definitely Case 3.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I know,
Me
and
too.
I wonder why.
Listen, you've provided such an opportunity. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, Case 3 is probably my least favorite right now. I don't actually think it's as bad as I used to think, but I just think the other cases are better. Actually, no, this is my least favorite case. Case 3 is my second.
Case 3 is just fun. And then I think Case 2 is like my favorite logic-wise.
Yeah, Case 2 is my current favorite. Because 5 I can't count because it's not done.
Yeah.
How much of 5 have you done? Like, have you written?
Not much, because I've been focused on case 2.
Yeah.
But I'd say like 7%?
7%. Well, and also to be fair, it's a doozy. It's a big case.
We're shooting for like 7.5 hours.
Yeah. Ooh, that's gonna be a fun one.
Which is like standard for Final Ace Attorney case, but you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and also we should probably mention, in terms of like development for case 2, things are going good.
Yes.
I'll say that. Like it's a little slow, but like the art is definitely coming along. So, and that's because like it's all written. Like Barbie has it all written. It's just like the art that needs to be done, and it's all coming along like pretty good.
Rah.
So look forward to that.
Case 2 is gonna be good. It's kind of funny because case 1 is my least favorite and case 2 is my favorite. So like the quality jump.
Barbie, I can just like sense how you're like so impatiently like because like it's just the art that we have to like do.
Yeah, that's it.
And obviously the coding and stuff like that. But like I can feel you like just foaming at the mouth, just like waiting to be able to release case 2.
That is my life with this entire like project. Because
Yeah.
cases 2, 3, and 4 are like done. Like they are scripted. They are done. I need to refine some parts, but like literally the entire script is written.
Yeah. And I think that's it's very good that you did that. That like you had like the scripts finished before anything else, because it's a visual novel, and like I think you've said this before, but like the writing is definitely like backbone for visual novels, you know?
Yeah, I would agree. And also it shoot, I had a train of thought and I lost it. I'll try and come back to it, but I like this line of dialogue. We need to look at the footprint color.
And how exactly do you propose we do that? I mean, it's like grayish, bluish. I don't know.
Facts.
Dang it.
Size. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh well. Oh well. Something about writing.
Yeah. Oh, also, question. You said you've done like Danganronpa-ish sprites for like 3 years now?
December 31st, 2019 was
Okay, we got an exact date. Wow.
Well, it's because it was literally during my New Year party that I created Enoshima.
Right, this right. Sorry. Topic. I love this, right?
I had so much fun making this sprite. I love it so much. It's probably my favorite original sprite that I've ever made, actually.
Aww.
Like, really? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan. I don't really have much opportunity to like do super dynamic sprites like that. Like for a lot of the other Danganronpa fan projects I work on, I tend to either be a colorist or like a director of some point or of some sort. So it was very fun to make him go crazy, go stupid.
Yeah, but like I love all the little details, like the little, like it might come up again, but like the little spiky parts on his like shoulder and
Yeah.
the way his mouth looks, like just like how it's yelling and like the tense grip he has on like his tie, like it looks very, very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Oh, but what I was gonna ask, like do you know like what made you like get into that, and like what was it like first like making like Danganronpa sprites or like sprite edits and stuff like that? Like was it like difficult to like sort of start like getting into?
So
The first time I ever tried sprite editing was on a laptop with a trackpad on Photoshop, like a year before I made Enoshima edits. I was like, just on a whim, I was trying to edit Sayaka with like her splash art outfit because it's so flippin' cute. And then that failed miserably, and I didn't try for like another year. And then I got bored waiting for people to show up to my New Year's party.
Oh,
And I was like, I'm gonna do a thing. So then I made my maid Toko sprite, which was the first good and proper sprite I ever finished. And then when some people came over, I was talking about it, and one of my friends actually came up with the username Enoshima Edits. Shout out to you, Hunter.
aw.
I owe the alliteration to Hunter. But no, and then I just kind of like got a little obsessive, made like 10 sprites in one day, and then I was like, I guess I'm doing this now.
Wow.
I love that. I just want to point out this line, because like I said, the thing I like about writing original characters, especially for Ace Attorney, is that every witness has its like set of quirks, and Jitaro's is that he's always like timely, efficient, perfect, and observant, and it comes back to bite him in this line where it says, "Didn't you admit earlier that you track mail routes?" And it flashes back to taking into account the mail routes in TV.
Oh my god.
I just think that's neat.
And I imagine how like frustrating that would have been like for him to like
Eat your words.
Actually, okay, Jotaro was like technically sorry, what were you saying there?
Said I love that CG.
Mm-hmm.
I had some trouble with his eyes, but like, and I think his head's a bit too long, but like, I think it looks pretty good. Oh, what was I gonna ask? I was gonna ask you something, Barbie. Oh, right. Jotaro's technically like a canon character, sort of. Yes. Well, like he's canon like in Danganronpa universe. Was it like did you just like have like you obviously like expanded upon him and stuff like that, but like what was it like writing him? Like, you know? Like can you like elaborate on that?
Yeah, it was really fun because I took his like core personality from the book, because you get a little bit of his internal thoughts there and how he thinks like everything has to go according to plan. And that's how he ends up foiled, because Makoto just got lucky essentially, and you can't plan for luck. And I'll elaborate more on that later, but I took the whole planning aspect and just did the Ace Attorney thing where you take one trait and make it like half of their personality.
Yeah. Amen.
Hey, that's how the characters are all so memorable.
Truth. No, I think I did pretty good on this guy. I also want to point out in this sprite specifically his little eye twitch every couple of seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that little detail.
Honestly, I completely forgot I even made this sprite.
That's the thing. I was about to say, you technically didn't. This is one of his breakdown sprites that I thought was really good, so I just took it and made it like I added the little eye twitch and made it like a stressed sprite. Yeah.
Because I was like, wait, where'd this one come from?
Got a little bamboozled there, yeah.
Work smarter, not harder.
Absolutely.
It's never over.
Oh, I love this sprite. Every time it appears, I'm like, ah.
No, I am such a big fan of that sprite. I had a lot of fun with it. It only took me like maybe 2 hours for that sprite. It was so fast.
We're not gonna talk we're not
Just
going to
amazing.
talk about how long it took me for some of the CGs.
Oh yeah.
Slow turn.
Anyways, to be fair, I am a high school student.
It was over the summer, Water.
I had work. Okay, you got okay. Yeah, no, I have a procrastination problem. I am very, very much aware of it, and I am definitely trying to work on it. But you know,
Just like me, for real. Me, as we speak, working on a sprite for case 2.
Giggling, kicking my legs.
I'm very yeah. I don't. How many? I don't think I can say how many original characters or like semi original characters, because I think I would consider like Jutaro as like a semi original character. He's like he's a pre existing character that we know exists in like the Danganronpa universe, but was like expanded on more.
There's a few of those in Ultimate Justice.
There's a few of them, but they're one of the parts that I'm very, very like excited for, because like I'm excited to see like for one the sprites definitely, but like also like how Barbie you like write them and portray them like in this like in this like universe and everything. Like I'm very, very excited for all that.
Because there's one character that's like collectively kind of the staff fan favorite.
Yup. That's who I'm working on. That's who it is.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very, very excited for people to see that character. Like, ooh.
So
they are not just going to be the staff fan favorite. I already know.
I hope you're right.
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
I know. Listen, I know fandom.
You know fandom, all right.
They are a perfect contender for fan favorite.
Actually, our little chat for like work talk. It's like
Water. I hate to interrupt you, but this bop goes hard, and I need to get to the beat drop.
Oh, okay, absolutely, of course.
Which is also a good time to talk about the music. We'll put a pin in that and what you were saying though, because I want to get back to it. But this is Scrum Examination by Everything Fantasy, who did a lot of the like DR meets AA tracks for the game. Here's the beat drop. Doot doot. It goes so hard. But, yeah, this is Scrum Examination, which is a cross between Scrum Debate and Cross-Examination from Ace Attorney. And Everything Fantasy did it, and it's great. They also did the Pursuit theme that you'll hear later, and that was also used in the trailer. They gave us permission to use any Ace Attorney Danganronpa tracks in the game. And they're super talented and great, and I love their music.
Yeah, no, I one who messaged them about like, hey, is it okay if we like use this and like as long as we credit you? They were really, really nice. like I could say that they were very, very nice and like very like, oh yeah, of course you can. Like, you know, they're just a very nice person in general, you know.
So yeah, big shout out to them. Go support. But
very talented.
Anyway, as you were saying, Water.
Yeah, our little like our group chat for like work talk on Discord. It's the character we were talking about, the character's name, and then fan club.
Yeah,
I did that as a joke. It was never changed.
Because where's the lie?
No, it's completely true.
We're very biased. Oh, people are probably like at the edge of their seat being like, like what is this character that you're being vague about? So you should stop talking about it.
Yeah.
The fun part is that the second that the character appears, everybody is gonna know.
I think that is true. I think that is the truth. And it just means we have to get case 2 out faster.
It's true. Why do you think I'm working on the sprite right now?
Oh, I'm so excited for case 2, just in general.
That's gonna be great.
Hands were freezing yesterday. Couldn't find my black gloves anywhere. Dun dun dun.
Oh, here we go.
I love this. It's just like the whole case. it just like wraps it up in like a neat little bow, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Siblings.
Siblings, siblings, siblings.
This is my sister. This is my brother. We are siblings and we care for each other.
I love writing culprit breakdowns because they just get to go crazy.
Oh, they're very, very entertaining too.
That
You
is
did a very good job with Jutaros.
that is something like Ace Attorney and Danganronpa in general have in common, is just like the wildest culprit breakdowns. The monopad.
But it just I played this game like a few times and I've watched other people play it, but I just like just everything how it just ties back all together, like from stuff that was mentioned like at the beginning of the case, and like how it just like works together all seamlessly. It's so good. Like it just like I get like such like a giddy like satisfied feeling whenever it like comes up, and like I know you said this is like your least favorite case because like I mean I guess like I get it because it's like a tutorial case essentially, like it's a first case, but like I think even with that it's very solid. Like I enjoy it so much, like just like like playing it here like with all the crisp quality of like the like Unity port, like sorry, I just had to gush. I love this project.
I will literally sob. No, I don't not like this case. It's just like by nature of being a tutorial case. The only way it would like not be my least favorite was if I just hated one of the main cases, which I don't, or if I pulled something like just totally crazy in the first case, like a Turnabout Trump kind of deal.
Turnabout Trump. Oh, I love that case.
The only good case in Apollo Justice. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I'm not kidding, but you know what I mean.
Sorry, we said we're not gonna get controversial here.
I'm
okay?
sorry, my demons. Anyway, this song is a banger.
Oh my god. Actually, that reminds me, Cal, what's your favorite main like Ace Attorney case, like from the original series?
Like all all 6 of the main lines.
Oh, I should have said that better. Yeah, all 6 of the main lines. Like, which one's your favorite?
Turnabout Revolution. Easy.
Yeah.
I am such a fan.
Do you think Dirk is hot?
Yes. Dirk is actually my 3rd favorite character in the entirety of Ace Attorney.
Craziness.
Oh
It goes Clavier, Apollo, and then Dirk.
Honestly,
Wow.
so based. So based.
I think he's fabulous. I think he's fantastic, and I want more.
Okay.
If only he could be in Ultimate Justice. Wipes here.
No.
Wait, this is the breakdown.
Yes. Breakdown.
I will have words after this. So.
That's what it came down to. A perfectly perfect plan foiled by guilty, you can see it on paper.
Rach.
So, a lot of people have noticed, but on all of the papers for Jutar's breakdown, it says guilty. I mean, nobody asked me or told me to do that. I just did it.
100% you. I think that was an amazing detail.
It was great. I loved it.
I figured like he needed something to be writing during that point, so figured that's pretty on the nose.
I think you did really well, considering like breakdowns in Ace Attorney are like the most quote-unquote animation that we ever get from the series, and you were one person.
No,
I tried.
Yeah, I just think it's also like it's just really great to be working with like just like people who are like so creative like that that whole guilty thing like it's a small detail like in like the grand scale of things, but like it's still like something that like definitely like like ties things together like really nicely, and I just think it's like a really cool detail, and like just having like someone like you, Cal, who's like very creative, like just like do that, like, and not nobody told you to do it, and you just did, and it was like I don't know, I can't articulate words very well. If
No,
you
it's
can't
my
talk,
turn
I
to
just-
sob.
She's
I
right.
just think it's-
I feel the
From the
same
Hit
way.
King, your turn to sob.
Ah! More like your turn to cry.
Oh my god. That was right there. How did I miss that? Alright, I'll see you later, guys.
No! Yeah, everything Water said completely applies. I would also like to take this opportunity to talk about the theme, quote unquote, of this case, which besides, like, obviously the family tie between Komaru and Makoto, specifically these lines, you almost got away with your perfectly planned crime, however there is one thing you couldn't plan for no matter how hard you tried, the unlucky chance Makoto would be wearing different gloves that day. And I think that really encapsulates the whole reason it fell apart was literally because Makoto got lucky, and I think that ties it together with both his talent and how he's a foil to Jutaro in the fact that it's just not something he could have planned for, but that's what ultimately was his downfall. I don't know, I just think that theming came out in that line specifically, and then again restated in Foiled by Luck.
Man, I can't believe this is the first case, and like there's so many little details and so much little so much love and like passion that's just been put into this case. Like it's just so nice to see, you know.
I think about the funny lawyers a lot.
Hey, don't we all? Ain't that why we're here?
Truth. And then the other theme is, of course, and this will be touched on in the post-trial scene more, but Komaru's little arc of learning she's useful in her own way, just through her determination, that in and of itself is a gift, even if she's not, like, quote-unquote deemed talented by society. That's not what matters.
Oh, Komaru. Lovely
Right.
little lady.
Like a good lesson for like to apply to anything, you know.
And that's, of course, pulled from her Ultra Despair Girls writing, just adapted to this universe. Court is adjourned.
Yeah, it is.
We did it, gang. Another thing I want to point out about the music is this case uses the Ace Attorney 1 soundtrack, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And that's because it's going to vary by case. I will say that much. The music choice. It's deliberate, so just keep it. Those of you who have an eye for detail, keep an eye out for that in the later cases as well.
Oh, Komaru, she's adorable.
Post-trials are some of my favorite, like the endings of the cases are some of my favorite parts to write, because you just get to have all of that sweet emotional resolution. It's nice.
And also Barbie doesn't have to stress about about too much anymore.
Truth.
She's got through the whole trial, like
No more logic, just sillies.
Just happiness, mostly.
Mostly.
Okay. We're gonna stop that line of conversation before it gets too ominous and I get scared, okay? We're moving.
The monopad again.
Made that connection. Oh, I love this little mini art she gets. She deserves it.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
I wish I could have given her more, but in the grand scope of the story, you know, you gotta deal with what you got.
Yeah, no, you can't do too much.
I
With
definitely,
a tutorial piece sidekick, I think you did the most that you could.
yeah.
Without
very
taking away from the actual case part of the case.
And I think she was just the perfect tutorial case character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like she's reason to be there because like obviously it's her brother like being accused of murder and like just this scene.
This scene's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But I just want to address real quick.
Words.
The other reason, as much as I love her, I think she fits best here is because this game is meant to be like a love letter to both series, and I have to scale a character's importance in general to their importance to the series, because like Danganronpa fans are gonna be here more for like the main characters than like because like as much as I can't make a whole game about like Ibuki, for example. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Can you? No.
There's a will, there's a way.
But it is something I have to keep in mind when planning characters' roles, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think
I
this
have
was a
some
good
words.
spot for her.
Yeah. I have some words about this CG coming up.
Alright.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's so silly.
It's actually, this CG is my desktop background.
I was about to ask if it's still your desktop background.
It
It's so
is.
cute.
Okay, so okay, I think I did pretty good with it, but I was also this was like okay, so obviously it's not very Danganronpa style. It's honestly a little more true to like my own art style. But I was trying to like make it sort of Ace Attorney-esque. Like this the whole process of making this was very confused. I will say that. I think it came out like pretty good at the end. Like I think Phoenix looks great in this. Like Makoto's face is a bit wonky, but like Kamara looks great. But just yeah, it was a whole process like trying to like figure out how I wanted this to look and how to like and like there's some things I would change looking at it now, but like I think it's a very sweet moment. Like, you know, I think I did okay with it, you know.
It's my favorite CG in the case.
Yeah. Also that background was can I swear? Can I swear in this?
I think I've said the S word, so...
Okay, because that background was a piece of shit to do. Like, oh, it was so
It
tedious.
looks fantastic.
It's very heavily. It's very just. It's just a very heavily referenced version of the
Of course.
lobby. But like, I really could have just made it the lobby, but I was like, no, we're gonna make my life a lot more difficult, and we're just gonna do the whole thing, I guess.
Barbie's hands shaking, trying to get the case out, and Water's like, hee hee, I'm gonna draw the whole background.
I know.
It looks good.
Water, what's your favorite CG?
So cute.
Yeah, that's a good question. Cal asks, what's your favorite CG?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Jeez. Oh, that's a hard one. It's hard because there's like a lot of little things I want to like nitpick and in some of them. So there's like ones that I'm like trying to like outweigh the pros and cons. But I think it would probably be like the Byakuya, Kyoko, and Makoto one. It was the first one I did, so I was still like trying to get used to things and stuff like that. Like, so it's definitely not the like best one by a long shot. But I don't know. I think it's my love for that little trio and just also just I don't know. I think it looks cute and like. Makoto looks very good in it, at least to me. Like, his eyes are a little big, but yeah, no, I think that would probably be
Kyoko looks stunning.
yeah, for a side
Absolute wife.
like, damn.
No, it looks better than any of the ones in the game. But maybe that's just me and my both love and disdain for the style.
Truth.
But no, all the CGs are so good.
I particularly, I don't know why, but I really like the one of Jutaro with the pipe. I think it looks very cool.
I agree. I want to point out this line because I don't think anyone else has noticed this reference. But when Phoenix says, "Well, thank you, I'll keep it as a memento," after being given some evidence from the case, it's a callback to what's the first Turnabout, case 1-1, in which Larry gives Mia
Oh yeah.
the thinker, and she says that exact line, and that also leads into though the next line.
Guys, it's confirmed.
Oh.
Phoenix got the next case. Sorry.
True.
We just had to spoil it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oops.
Yeah, case 2 opens with Phoenix being murdered with the monopad.
Yeah, we keep talking about
Go ahead.
how there are 5 cases. There's actually 1 1/4 because he just dies, and that's it.
Roll credits.
That's it. That's the game.
Poor guy.
We're just working really, really hard on that one CG of him croaking.
That's so
Good old sibling arguing. I love this little scene.
This is
They're
fun.
so cute. Man, they really popped off with Komaru's sprites. Like, I think she has the best sprite set.
Oh god,
In the
they're
game.
very.
She's got
This is
good
like
sprites.
Very good.
It has like the crispness of like V3, but then also like it has like more like attention to detail compared
Yeah.
to V3. You know? Yeah.
The Ultra Despair Girl sprites, actually, I said that I liked the SDR2 ones the best, but I think Ultra Despair Girls, I think it's just because they had fewer ones to worry about.
Yeah.
I think that. And also, the sprite sets were, like, I think there may have been more sprites in that game, like more characters to make sprites of, but their sprite sets are smaller, so they were more incentivized to pay extra attention to detail, which is
Yeah.
why they look so crisp and good.
Right, final line time. But little did I know this wouldn't be my last meeting with Makoto Night. Sooner than anyone expected, that school would be the center of another incident.
Dun, dun. And we did it!
Made it! Can you guys believe that case is the shortest, and the next shortest case, which is case 2, is 3 times as long?
Wow. That's crazy.
Ah,
But
that was really fun.
Thank you all for
We did it.
listening to us ramble for a couple hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any final thoughts, comments, concerns?
Shout out to the logo. I made that a while ago. And I had
so
a lot
good.
of fun making the logo.
Ex-
Also, shout out to Barbie making me like change the color like by like 2 little like it. She made me like do like the slightest little changes with all the colors until she was satisfied. So shout out to Barbie for that.
The logo was gonna be on everything. It had to be perfect.
Didn't you
Yeah.
end up using the
Using
original in
I-
the end?
And
Yeah, Barbie. Want to talk about that?
I would not like to talk about that.
Sorry to call you out there, but
It's all right. Had to happen eventually.
Alright. Well, I need to sleep.
All right. Well, again, thank you all for watching. Keep following us on social media for updates on the game and Case 2. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will. I gotta say the YouTube thing. And
gotta do the YouTuber thing.
and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.